What's up and welcome to the Kinda Funny Gamescast for Friday, October 24th, 2025. This episode's brought to you by The Outer Worlds 2. Blast off in style with an exclusive skin for your Raptidon in-game pet. Brought to you by 5 Hour Energy. When you purchase a Purpleberry Punch or Mock Melon Brew 5 Hour Energy product, you'll receive a unique code to unlock exclusive The Outer Worlds 2 in-game content. We'll tell you more about that later. I'm Tim Geddes. I'm joined today by the master of hype, Snowbike Mike.
Hey, give me some.
Oh.
Feels good to be on the X-Cast set with you, surrounded by green.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I haven't been on this set in a couple of weeks.
Exactly, yeah.
I had it back for the Outer Worlds 2 review. Was I a little jealous? Of course.
Of course.
You see this set, I want to be on this.
Why weren't you there for the Outer Worlds 2 review?
Tim, because you and I were out on assignment together. And we went up to Seattle to fulfill my ultimate dream of going to Halo Studios and playing the next Halo game together.
It was wild, Mike. What a special experience. I never get to travel with you. I never get to go to events. I think in the entire time we've worked together, I've been on 3 events with you fully, maybe an E3 here and there, whatever. Yeah. But it was us. We went to Vegas.
Sonic in Vegas.
Yep.
We went down to LA. Of course, that's E3. That's
it's different. But this was the first ever Tim and Mike one-on-one, and it was special.
The Bros of Hype take Seattle.
For Halo. Something very near and dear to both of us, and we could say what it is now. Halo Campaign Evolved. Wow. We got to play it. We got to play a 20-minute demo of Halo Campaign Evolved. It was the first opening of the Silent Cartographer level 3 in Halo Combat Evolved, the original. Kevin's showing B-roll right now of the new version that you can see, and goddamn is it gorgeous, in Unreal Engine 5. But we got to play that demo pretty much unlimited times. We had hours to sit there and play through this game.
They said just keep playing it.
Yeah, just the same thing over and over.
I went on normal. I kicked butt. I was like, you know what? I'll crank it up to legendary.
See what happens.
I think they thought I was like lost because I just kept dying. And I was like, I just got a lot of time.
It was tough. It was tough. But we got a lot of experience with that. And, you know, Halo, so much about Halo Combat Evolved, it's the sandbox. It's about how does it feel, the different things you do in the vehicle, the Warthog, the different weapons, jumping on things, what are you trying to achieve. So replaying it, a lot of fun there, right? But we're all over the place here. This is going to be a smaller Gamescast than normal. I just want to say that, get that housekeeping out of the way, because we have the Silent Hill F live stream going on right now, actually, at the time of this posting. This is a weird one. We're recording. We can't post it until the game's officially announced at the Halo World Championships that will happen sometime today. So we got to get you out of here so you can go get on that stream.
I know, isn't that crazy?
This is a time warp. It's crazy.
Pull this up, but then also pull up the live stream. See what I'm doing right now while you're watching this.
See what Mike's doing.
I promise you, it's going to be insane.
But yeah, we got a shout out to our Patreon producers, Carl Jacobs, Omega Buster, and Delaney the Psalm Twining. Let's just get into it. Mike, Halo Campaign Evolved. What are your top level thoughts?
Tim, my top level thoughts. Wow. It looks beautiful. It is crazy to have a remake of a game that was so iconic and special to me 25 years ago. Then add that on top of that when we had the anniversary 13 years ago. And then me playing the Master Chief Collection, switching back between the 2 graphic styles on just whenever now, you know. And it's special, Tim. When we got to sit down and play, I was wowed by the visuals and by the audio design right off the bat. You notice, of course, it's a 25-year-old game. Really, anything you're going to do, it's going to make it look better. But being rebuilt in Unreal Engine 5 looks gorgeous. The audio absolutely pops, right? Remastering the sound, remixing the music, making sure that's up to date, and then most importantly, bringing back the core voice acting cast to redo the lines really felt impactful right off the bat on the first cinematic. And then the moment that you get to start moving with Master Chief, it felt great. It felt modern. It felt like a game that could come out in 2025, 2026, that we would just hold as a standard. And that is, hey, of course it's 2025, 2026. There's sprint, there's aim down sights, which we'll talk about. Halo fans might grimace at the idea of sprint in Halo 1. But after Halo Infinite, I think fans now, the new fans, want that. They want that modern feel, and it absolutely nails that. Tim, what'd you think?
I mean, look, we're talking about one of my favorite games of all time, one of my favorite campaigns of all time. It's now just absolutely gorgeous looking how I remember it looking back in the day. And I could have said that 13 years ago with the last, remaster they did. This is a full remake, ground up, stem to stern. being remade. This is Halo Studios using Unreal Engine for the first time, Unreal Engine 5. This is going to be their future going forward. This is, I think, a very important project for them because this is going to reintroduce Halo to so many people and introduce Halo to even more. Why, Mike?
Why, Tim?
PlayStation 5. Halo is coming to PlayStation 5 25 years after its debut. I never thought I'd see the day, but here we are. And we played on Xbox Series X.
Yep.
And then again, we played what you saw there, like that demo. So it was a fairly limited experience, but I think it really told us what to expect from this. And it feels right. It sounds right. It looks right. When you think, what do I want from a remake of Halo 1's campaign? And we're going to stress that campaign, not multiplayer.
Yep.
We're not going to Battle
the full
Creek.
package.
We're not going to Blood Gulch. Is that a good idea? Bad idea?
High.
We'll talk about that later. But we're talking about the campaign here, and what would we want to see updated from the Halo 1 campaign? Well, I got a couple things, right? It's slow. Me and Greg played through Halo with you during the pandemic, right? Greg's first time, and he really didn't have a great time. And a lot of that was because of how slow it was. A lot of that was how turned around you can get. And I was bummed out because my original plan was we're going to do 4 players. I wanted it to be with you and Andy as well joining us, but I didn't realize it was only 2 players back in Halo 1. So having said all that, they solved most of those problems.
Yeah.
You have a sprint. You can move around faster. There's waypoints that pop up for your destinations in ways that aren't annoying. They feel, or it's not annoying, but aren't cheap, aren't like too modern. It feels in line with what Halo 1 did, just taking it a little bit further in ways that we're more used to now. And 4-player online co-op,
yes.
2-player split screen co-op. We're still getting all that. More skulls than you can imagine to remix your different runs of this game if you wanted to, and 3 brand new levels.
That's the exciting part, Tim. I mean, it's all exciting. You just ran down. There's so much to talk about of coming to PlayStation, full cross-play and cross-progression with 4-player online co-op, and then 2-player split screen on the couch, console only, but like bringing it back to the old school days. You got a family member, a partner, a friend. You could sit down on the couch is so special. And then the idea of like full crossplay with now your friends on PlayStation, on PC, whatever, and 4-player campaign co-op. That's really, really special and dope. And then 3 new levels.
3 new levels. And that's crazy. 3 new levels of Halo 1. What's that going to be?
Where are you taking us? People with my favorite was the speculations before all this. People were like, it's going to be the story told from the Arbiter's perspective.
Which is pretty rad.
And you're like, Arbiter?
That's
really?
kind of awesome.
Yeah, but this one, I think is better.
I think this is the perfect move. We have Master Chief and Sergeant Johnson in a brand new arc set before the events of Combat Evolved, featuring new environments, gameplay, characters, and enemies. I love they're going to keep the style and the vibe of the Halo 1 campaign, which is always one of the highlights of the franchise to me as a very, very old man. But I love that. I'm very excited. Sergeant Johnson, obviously one of the most beloved characters of the franchise. So having him back, voice acted, all of that, it's going to be great.
Those 2 badasses, little buddy cop action, 3 levels, is going to be so much fun. And they're saying new mechanics, new enemies, and new weapons added into Halo 1.
Exactly.
With this, that's crazy.
Weapons including the energy sword.
The energy sword is
You got the energy sword finally in Halo 1. A bunch of the other...
Yeah, the big ones they were talking about is like the Covenant enemies would drop weapons that you couldn't use. And so they made it so you could now. So the fuel rod's in there, the energy sword, and then whatever that crazy laser beam is. I always forget
Sentinel
the name of it.
beam.
Sentinel beam. Thank you for that.
The little
so
guilty
those
sparks
3 are
that be
in there.
shooting at
And
you.
then they also have 8 weapons as well. 8 more weapons as well.
Well, I think that includes those. That includes those, yeah. There are 8 weapons
window
that have never been in Halo 1 before. Most of them, if not all of them, have been in the other Halo games. So they haven't announced all those. We'll have to see what's going on. But
maybe they'll add a BR.
Maybe.
That's a little cheeky joke for you.
I imagine, right? But so I just want to say this felt perfect to me. Tim Geddes, somebody that wants to replay Halo's campaign, wants it to look and sound great, which it does, but wants it to feel more modern than Halo 1, but still feel like Halo. And I think that that's a delicate balance because you get in that Warthog and you want it to feel a certain way, and that way is wrong. But if you're a Halo player, it's the only way that's
so right to me, Tim. It feels so, it's crazy because you said that to me, and I looked at you shocked of like, Tim, this couldn't feel more right. You know what I mean? Like, I love the way that the Warthog controls. And I think for PlayStation fans who have maybe never used the Warthog, or new fans in general, it will be a moment of like, what is happening here?
And that's the conversation, man. That's the thing. It's like, that's going to be rough. I think it's going to be a tough pill to swallow. But again, I think it's a rock and a hard place where it's impossible to fully serve everybody because of what this project is. But as a OG fan, I feel very served. I feel very excited about this.
Yes.
You talking about the aim down sights and the sprint and stuff, the button configurations. Just when you're playing, it feels how I expected. It feels how I wanted to, which is not how Halo 1 originally controlled, right?
That is true.
But it's been little differences. And again, this is campaign only. You can turn the sprint off. You don't need to use it.
Yes, they said you could toggle on and off the sprint if you want to go old school style on it. So that was a cool little nod to be like, hey, we know there's some Halo OG fans out there that won't love this idea, but hey, we're giving you both ways.
Yeah.
You have it whatever way you want.
And they're doing little changes to add up to the game, looking different and feeling different now. Like the Warthog now has 4 seats on it. So if you're playing 4-player co-op, no one needs to get left
Do you
behind.
remember what they called it?
No.
The golf cart seat that
Yeah.
you sit on the back of the bumper and he just holds on is great.
It is great. It
Yeah.
is great. But yeah, so obviously I'm very high on this experience of playing this game. I can't wait to play. I can't wait for the new levels and all of that. From your experience playing the game, what do you have to say?
Very high. I mean, from playing the game, understanding that we are getting the Halo 1 campaign redone and remade, I'm so excited, Tim. I cannot wait to go through this experience one more time. And most importantly, I'm really excited about the 3 new levels. What could be? What's the story they want to tell? How do they get me excited for maybe the future of Halo as well? Because now there's a lot of questions, right? But like this right now is a great idea and a great way to celebrate the 25 years of Halo, while also with the rebrand of Halo Studios coming out and kind of reintroducing yourselves of like, hey, we know this really succeeded. We can't really fuck this up. So we're going to make this great and we're going to give it back to you. And then the next thing that we make, you know, we'll restart. But this is a nice reintroduction with the Halo Studios brand.
So here we go. Tim Geddes, Mike Howard, loved what we played of Halo 1, of Halo Campaign Evolved.
Loved it.
But how much does this cost? When is this coming out? Is this the right move for Halo Studios? What do we think about this being the project they're focusing on bringing to PlayStation? We're going to talk about all of that after a quick word from our sponsors. Greetings, taste buddies. Wishing you could sip the bold taste of tomorrow, today. Now you can with the ripest flavor creations from your friends, the makers of 5 Hour Energy. First up, we've got Mock Melon Brew 5 Hour Energy Shots, inspired by the new video game, The Outer Worlds 2. Mock Melon Brew 5 Hour Energy Shots have entered the flavorverse. Why bother with messy vines and sticky seeds when you can craft genuine flavor from the finest mock melons? Dive into the carefully curated flavor of sun-simulated sweet, refreshing watermelon and experience the stellar taste and interstellar energy of Mock Melon Brew 5 Hour Energy Shots. Looking for something even juicier? Introducing new Purpleberry Punch 5 Hour Energy Shots. It's got sweet, juicy grape, zealously zesty lime, and a warm ginger kick. Both flavors pack a powerful zero sugar wallop of 230 milligrams of caffeine, B vitamins, and nutrients so good it should be against company policy. And for a limited time, when you purchase a Purpleberry Punch or Mock Melon Brew 5 Hour Energy product, you'll receive a unique code to unlock exclusive The Outer Worlds 2 in-game content. Blast through The Outer Worlds 2 in style with an exclusive skin for your Raptidon in-game pet. Brought to you by 5 Hour Energy. Get your real mock flavor online at 5hourenergy.com and Amazon while supplies last. So, Mike, a lot of big questions here. All right. Like I was saying, we loved our experience with this, but we knew we were going to. It's kind of hard to mess up. Hey, this thing we love, it looks better and sounds better and all this stuff, more cinematic, adding all the things we could think of wanting, plus 3 new levels. But what do we think about this announcement? What do we think about this being the follow-up to Halo Infinite? This is the first time on a PlayStation 5 we're seeing Halo. The 25th anniversary of Halo is next year when this game is coming out. We don't know exactly when. November 15th, Xbox's anniversary, Halo's anniversary, 2026. Are they holding off on releasing this until then? Where are you at?
Well, I mean, let's start with the obvious. Like, that's a layup, right? If you hold it until November, that's an instant win. We're celebrating 25 years. No better way than bringing it back with a total remake of the campaign. Now, the reintroduction, the new idea, they just restarted, left slip space, moved to Unreal Engine. This is the perfect like kind of stopgap of like, hey, this is a smaller project. We didn't have to create Halo Infinite 2 or some brand new Halo. Let's make something smaller, quick, focused, get it out in time for the anniversary. The bigger thing will be next. I love that, right? Because I don't want to wait another 5 years for Halo. I need Halo in my life all the time, right? And so I love that idea.
But you see, you don't want to wait. It's not even, that's over a year away from now to release a 10, now 13 level campaign for Halo.
If you want
no
to talk
multiplayer.
about you and I talking about dates, then if we're going to get down on like Mike and Tim armchair quarterbacking the dates, yes, Tim, with what we expect next year to be Fable, Gears of War E-Day, Forza Horizon in Japan, and Halo Campaign Evolved, the big four. This game should be a February release. If I'm armchair quarterback,
I'm with you.
I want to start the year off with a bang. 25 years of Xbox, bang. Halo to start off the year because Forza, Fable, and Gears are way bigger titles than this remake, right? This is a big deal, but without the multiplayer, this isn't a new Halo. Those games are much bigger. Those are my holiday blockbusters. You got to be here, right? So I get this out before the GTA madness. I get the excitement going, and then I end the year ending summer probably in August with Forza. Then I move in to Gears probably in like that October, September window, and then I hitch in the big one right at the end of October into November. Fable, the ultimate Xbox experience.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Having said all that, because I'm with you, I think that is, in a perfect world, the move. From us playing this game, from what we got to play this game, doesn't seem like it's that close to being finished. Doesn't seem like February is realistic. So it is that push and pull of what is the move here? And I feel like the easiest answer is, yeah, November 15th. It's the anniversary. Just put it out then. And also when you think about the different platforms, right? The games you mentioned, Fable and Gears and all that, are they day one on PlayStation? Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe it is like a staggered release like they've been doing.
They have been doing some interesting moves. You would think day one.
That, to your point of like, this isn't on the same level as those brand new games. But if this is the PlayStation game they're pushing towards the fall, maybe that's the move. It just seems crazy to me that it's that far away. And this is a campaign-only thing being revealed at an esports event. At their final Halo Infinite multiplayer esports event. There's multiplayer because there's co-op, but there's no multiplayer arena with the things that Halo, the first game, is so known for. It's an interesting move, but it could pay off.
It will be very interesting to see the payoff because Halo is two things. And you and I had a really good discussion about this, right? Halo is two things to everyone and means two things to most people. It is an awesome, incredible sci-fi action campaign with Master Chief and characters that you'll never forget. But also, it is the stories you tell in multiplayer with your friends. It is the moments that you share from Hang 'em High to Lockout to Zanzibar and beyond, right? Like, that's Halo to me, are those two things. And usually it weighs a little more on the multiplayer side because, as we know, you play through the campaigns, you move on, and you usually stick with the multiplayer. So when they said, we're going to give you the 10 levels and just do Halo 1, I was kind of stunned. The full package to me of Halo is both of those things, campaign and multiplayer. You're telling me we're not going to add multiplayer to this? I still scratch my head to this day going, Halo is two things. I think you got to have the full package to really sell me, especially if this is a $70 title.
And that's the thing. So yeah, there's so much here, Mike, and
Tim,
you're nailing it.
We got to get in here.
But so I do think that, and I'm being hypocritical even with what I'm saying here, because I actually love the vision of this is Halo Campaign Evolved. It's literally in the name. That shows a commitment to we're doing one thing, we got to get it right. And I love that because they got to get it right. Halo has had too many missteps, too many mistakes made. They got to get this right. We've been saying that forever, okay?
Yes.
But I do appreciate their first swing on PlayStation, a whole new audience. It's like, let's get it right. But I also feel like getting it right, there's this other side, and we look at it and we go, okay, well, Halo Infinite, Master Chief Collection, can we get those on PlayStation? And it sounds like that's very unlikely due to a multitude of reasons. I also think that just the writing's on the wall, seeing this game, seeing what they're doing, Unreal Engine 5 seems to be the way forward. So I think that they are going to very much focus on Unreal Engine 5 Halo projects going forward in every way. I don't think there's going to be going back. So whatever the first multiplayer Halo experience on PlayStation 5 is going to be, at this point, I'm willing to bet it's on Unreal Engine 5. And more than that, they got to get that the most right, because that isn't just a nostalgia campaign that you're going to have fun with, that they're really doing everything they possibly can for what we want from it. It is something that's going to compete with Fortnite, Call of Duty, Battlefield, et cetera, et cetera.
Of course.
So,
I mean, Tim, it's interesting because if we rewind to the beginning of Halo Infinite and that multiplayer surge, they had the world, right? We talked about it. They just didn't nail the live service aspect of it. But when it comes to a team arena shooter and returning to the Halo franchise, they absolutely crushed that. And it's like, yeah, that's what I want on PlayStation. That's what I want everywhere. I want, when we drop this, the craze be off the charts. And they had that with Halo Infinite multiplayer, never dropped it on PlayStation, which if we could rewind time, I'm sure they'd say, oh shit, we should have put that on PlayStation day one. You know, it's just odd that we're only giving you half of the Halo experience. And I worry that fans out there will play the campaign, enjoy 10 missions, 13 missions now, and then be left going, okay, well, what else is there to do?
Yeah, a second re-release of this campaign, by the way, right? And also, to be clear, because this is a different engine, you can't do the novel switch back and forth between the original. Totally fine. I get that.
Yeah, we didn't need that.
Yeah. Like that's cool and whatever. But this is clearly a ground-up remake, different type of project. But I then go back to, like, is this going to be the right introduction to new players? Like you saying, like, this campaign feels like 2025, 2026, like that modern. It does in so many ways, but because it's still Halo 1 and they want to support that, not only does the Warthog feel the way it does, which again, compliment from me, I do think going to be a negative for new players. Like Nick Scarpino, for example, is going to hate that. I think taking that even a step beyond, like the Silent Cartographer, the level we got to play, the 20 minutes we got to play, like literally the moment-to-moment gameplay stuff that we got to play, is one of the most memorable in video game history to me. The storming of the beach, it felt like the most grand scale assault that I ever got to do in an interactive environment at that point. It was fucking nuts, right? It's really just like 9 dudes running at you.
Isn't it exciting?
You know?
Yeah.
And you see it now, it's like, it's still just 9 dudes running at you. It's because of how this game's presented and how cinematic it is. I'm not necessarily saying that as a complaint, because it's still epic and still feels great, and I still love it. But I don't know that brand new players are going to play it and have it, if it's going to feel the same way to them, like without that built-in nostalgia.
Yes.
What do you think?
I mean, the nostalgia is going to go crazy on this game. I think OG fans like you and I are going to get hit with a wave of it for sure. I don't know, showing these 20 minutes, like you said, showing these 20 minutes is the Halo sandbox at its core.
Yes.
But it also, like, there's a group of 4 Covenant, and then you drive another 20 feet, there's a group of 4 Covenant, and then you get to a door, it's locked, there's a couple Covenant. It just wasn't the best, like, selling point, but
that's
I think
what Halo is.
Exactly. And there's just so many more moments, though. It's like you got to see the opening of Halo to really feel the vibes, right? And I think Halo fans will love the story is great, Tim.
Yes,
the journey
characters are awesome.
So I don't know. I guess I'm not too worried about the gameplay of it all, but I think the issue is they'll get through that and maybe they'll want more, or maybe they'll go, oh, that was good enough. But that's where the multiplayer was supposed to complement it.
Yeah.
That's where you tell the stories.
Yeah, man, that's a very good point. They didn't get to let us play it, and we didn't get there. They didn't even give us anything to show, but they did behind closed doors show us teases of the Flood, bits of the Flood. And
they're hyping that one.
Man, and it, because the Flood, like, I don't want to spoil it in case there are new people, but like incredible moments and set pieces in Halo 1, and there's a horror element to it. And the Unreal Engine 5, it makes the Flood look unlike they've ever looked before in the best way possible. Like, it goes beyond how you remember it. It is the thing of like, oh, this is what they're cooking on, and like, this is going to, I can't wait to get to those moments. It's going to be spectacular.
That story's so special.
It is, man.
It's a journey. It's an epic journey that new fans are going to love, and like old fans are going to love returning to. It's just, is there more meat on the bone? And it just doesn't seem like it is.
And so we talked to the team, right? Yeah. We interviewed a bunch of people there. We hung out with them all day. This team really cares about this. This is the project they want to make. And I do kind of feel like, from talking to them, it's not like we didn't bring up all the points we're making about what about this, what about that? And they were steadfast. They sat there, were like, we're doing Halo Campaign Evolved. We want to get Halo's campaign right. And that's either going to vibe with you or not. I don't know that that's necessarily the right move. I don't know that it's the move I would have made. Maybe it's the move I would have made, but I don't know that's the right move. You get what I'm saying? Like, again, I feel very happy because I'm like, I am getting what I want. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see this all play out. The price, I do think, is an incredibly important thing to bring up because all of us there were kind of talking about it. And somebody brought up like, oh yeah, it's going to be a $70 title. Sorry, not them, like the other media people, just speculating. Like, it's going to be a $70 title. And I was scoffed at that. I was like, no, it's not. Like, no, there's no way. And then everyone was like, Tim, I think it's going to be $70. And I'm like, that's unacceptable. You know what I mean? Like, that's fucking wild. But y'all kind of convinced me you're right, which I don't know, Mike.
I mean, we will see with the announcement if there's anything more, if there's more details, or later on come summer. If it is really a November date, that means we'll probably see it at the Xbox Summer Game Showcase, and we'll probably get a price tag there, and we'll understand a lot more to it, Tim.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, the $70 does irk me of like, that's a full cost game, and we're only getting half the experience. I just don't know where we stand. But from the team perspective, it was awesome to see so many people bought in, so focused on what they want to deliver, and dedicated to like, this is the goal.
You know our motto.
Let's achieve.
We deliver.
We deliver. God, Tim, they brought back Steve Downs and Jen Taylor.
Yeah.
Okay, they got them back in the booth, and you could hear it.
You can.
The moment you hear it, you're like, wow, this is just so. It's 25 years later. It's so impactful.
Cinematics look great. Totally reblocked from the original storyboards. Like they're cooking. They have a vision. I can't wait. I literally, Mike, I can't wait for me, you, Andy. We need to figure out our fourth.
Yeah, who's our fourth?
We need the perfect
Who's coming on
fourth
this
for
epic journey?
Because like I can't wait.
Maybe who hasn't experienced?
I think we need one person that has an experience.
Might be a blessing out of Yo-Yo Jr.
Maybe it is.
Might be a blessing.
Maybe it is.
I mean, the final one, Tim, is the biggest one when we walked out of this. Is like, where does this team go now? I totally get the vibe of like 25 years. We're remaking the original. That's all well and good. But what do we do next? Are you taking me to Halo 2 and Halo 3? Is that what we're really doing? Are we going to a Halo Infinite? Are they going to chart a new course and make a new story on the back of maybe one or just a restart? Tim, like we're going to be talking about it on this set for years. Which is exciting, but like, it does get me really gassed up of like, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
Where are they? Because you can't rebuild off of Halo Infinite because those fans never played Halo Infinite 1. So I can't hit them with Halo Infinite 2.
We'll see, everybody. But hey, let us know in the comments below what you thought of our conversation, of what you thought of the B-roll that we were showing you there, what you want from Halo overall. If you're a PlayStation gamer that's never played, are you excited to play the campaign for the very first time? And also, if you're watching this, no matter what time it is, no matter what you're doing, go check out the stream they're doing for Silent Hill F. It's about to be absolutely insane. Here's a little tease of it now. Breaking time, breaking space. Oh, man. I love you all so much. Until next time, goodbye.